What's up, everybody? It's your buddy here making an update video. So today is October 1st, 2018. As those of you that have been following, you know that I tried to jump off of Suboxone September 11th, 2018, and I failed that shit, and that's all right. Because as you know, sobriety is not very easy. At least not in the first attempt stages. Anyways, my outlook on it is just I'll try this shit as many times as I have to, and eventually I'm gonna get it. So hopefully some of you guys are following along with me and you are trying to either taper or jump off soon, whether that be some type of Suboxone or methadone or painkillers, Loratab, whatever, heroin, whatever it is, man. You guys know that living on opiates is not a very fun way to go spend your life. So no more being numb. Let's actually live life the way that it's supposed to be lived. And to this point, I was really kind of getting depressed because I failed that last taper and jump. So I'm the kind of guy that if my mind is to something, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep going after it until I get it. So it's kind of crazy, man. I'm looking at other people's videos and I see people jumping off of like 500 milligrams of painkillers or heroin per day, and oh my gosh, how the hell do you guys do that? That is crazy. I mean, I don't have a 9 to 5 job I have to work right now. You know, I've got everything's set in place. You know, I thought that I had everything ready to go, and I am extremely surprised that several years ago I cold turkeyed off of probably about 100, 150 milligrams a day of Roxy's, and it sucked, don't get me wrong, but I was able to do it, you know. And I remember getting sleep with sleeping meds, but I woke up drenched in sweat. I mean, my sheets were literally soaked to the bone. So that's kind of what I was expecting with this Suboxone jump. But for me, honestly, it was, I feel like for me personally, just being honest, and from what I can recall, this was a little bit harder because I literally couldn't even get any sleep because my body just cramped all the way up. And like I told you before, I'm not sure if that's because I took Theraflu, which I've read that can kind of kick the restless leg syndrome into overdrive. So I've done some work lately on figuring out like my new game plan, and currently, since it's been about 2.5 weeks since I gave up that last jump, and at that time I was looking back and just kind of calculating about the exact dose of what I jumped off at, and it actually was a little bit higher than I thought. It was about 2 to 3 milligrams. At that time, I had my own meds, so I knew I was coming off soon, and I started slacking again, so I started going back up. And I keep record of how much I take every day, and I've got records for this entire year of, you know, how much I took the whole year, so for every day. So looking back on the last couple weeks, I averaged about 3 milligrams a day. Some days it would be 2 milligrams, some days with like 4 freaking milligrams. I didn't realize it was getting that out of hand, but just keeping it real with you guys. After looking over that, I need to correct what I previously thought was just 1 to 2 milligrams. It was quite a bit higher than that. So, but even at that, I mean, I was just amazed at how the nighttime stuff was. I mean, I can handle the day stuff, like I said. Sorry, I keep saying like I said. I gotta stop saying that. Like I said, I'm new. I said it again. I'm new at making these videos, so bear with me, guys. So back on track here. So yeah, I jumped off about, I would say, average 3 milligrams. and it was pretty damn hard for me. So if you guys are able to, hey, I mean, obviously we're all different. Some people can jump off of 500 milligrams cold turkey. That's me just thinking about doing that. It makes me want to cringe. There's no way I could freaking do that. I mean, maybe if I was younger, but maybe it's because I'm getting older. I'm 37 now. So I have read that it seems to be harder the older you are, and also the longer you've been on any type of medication is harder. And I believe that more than ever now after experiencing this. So since I came back on, I made it like 53 hours when I jumped off. And then it was the night of the second night is when I just couldn't handle it anymore. And since that point, I've pretty much taken 1 milligram per day. I had a couple days, it was like 1.5 milligrams, and a couple days 0.75 milligrams. And that's the lowest I've been able to get. Now, I do not have my meds anymore, so there's no way I can go back up to 2, 3, 4 milligrams. That's not possible. I get 2 milligrams every other day. So at this point, I'm trying to maybe get a little bit below 1 milligram. Like I said, taking 0.75 a few days here and there, but that's the best I've been able to do at this point. And I feel like at that point, it's just such a low amount that it's really not doing. I mean, it's keeping me out of withdrawal for sure. Don't get me wrong there, but it's to where I feel like my body's like, okay, what the hell are we doing? Do you want me to start making my own hormones, or are you going to keep giving me? Because it's just such a low amount. So I think my body's just kind of confused right now. It's trying to figure out what way it wants to go. But it has really been pretty easy, staying at this low of a dose. If I had more patience, I would probably keep tapering and get down to at least 0.5 milligrams, maybe 0.25 milligrams. But I don't have patience, and I'm really antsy. That's probably not the best way to go about this because it's been a long-term addiction. I didn't get into this really fast, so I probably won't be able to get out of this really fast, and I understand that, but at the same time, I have been tapering for almost a year now, so I got to kind of start pushing myself, more and more, because I really want to get off this. I want to feel normal, and I don't have to look at the freaking clock all day long and wait until my next dose. It's so stupid, you guys. I'm not kidding you. I spend probably half my day trying to figure out, okay, in the morning time, I don't want to take anything until I use the bathroom because I want to have a bowel movement for the day. So I have to wait until I have a bowel movement. Then I can take my first dose. Okay, great. Now we're counting the hours because I start feeling a little off, and then that kind of spooks me, or I start getting a fever. And so I'm waiting and trying to push myself as far as I can go till the next dose, but I end up taking my next dose somewhere around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the other half. And it's just so exhausting. I spend hours a day listening to YouTube videos about people getting off of medications and different tips and tricks. And I feel like I am so ready for this. I just have to do it. I've got to do it. So this time I'm going to kind of go, now that I know what to expect, kind of, obviously it's not going to be worse than last time, right? Well, how could it be worse? I've been taking pretty much 1 milligram for the last 2-3 weeks, and I'm not experiencing, withdrawals at that point. So, the way I'm going into this next time is, hopefully it's a little bit easier. It should be. I'm taking less than half of what I was taking before. And I also got some new supplements. I got potassium supplements. I got, is it zinc or iron? One of those two, I can't remember. And I have those restless leg pills. I've got multivitamins. I ordered Calm Support. That's got a bunch of herbs and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm just going to kind of go into this expecting to get 0 sleep. That way, if I get any sleep, that'll be like a bonus, and just expect that I've got to just be awake pretty much for 6 or 7 days in a row. It's gonna suck, but at least I know what to expect now. I was so caught off guard and so expecting to get a good night's sleep with my sleeping medication that it was really freaked me out when that didn't happen. So now I know what to expect. So we're going to give this another shot. We got 5 or 6 more days till we're going to give this another try. I know some of you guys said that you jumped off and you're on day 12 or 13, I think somebody said. How's it going for you? Or do you feel like you're back to normal yet? Are you still going through stuff? What kind of symptoms are you guys having, to those of you that did jump off and that stayed off? I want to know, what you guys are going through. Just to kind of give me, an idea of what to expect. I mean, because I only made it to day 2.5, 3 days, maybe almost to 3 days in. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of curious to how you guys are doing. I will be making videos again each day. I'm so sick of seeing videos of people that like started the process, and they all promise we're gonna make videos every day to go through this journey, and then there's nothing. You don't see a video on their account after that. It's like, come on, guys. If you're gonna tell all these people that you're gonna document the process, then do it. If not, take the shit down, especially if it's negative. It's like, oh well, whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope you guys are also tapering or jumping off soon. I definitely, worst case scenario, if for some stupid reason, and I don't want to sound like I'm like setting up a back door, but I'm just being honest here. So if for some stupid reason this doesn't work, then maybe I'll have to taper another few weeks down to 0.5 or 0.25, but I really am going to push as hard as I can. And now I know what to expect. So just pray for me, guys, or whatever you do. Send me some good vibes. And let's just beat this stuff once and for all and get on with our lives. I've got so much stuff I want to get going. I'm so excited for the next chapter of my life, and I just got to get this done. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great fucking day.